So that is our fifth chapter in textbooks. First two chapters I completed, and the next chapter little graphs we require, and of course we require some compass box and all. So such topics we can cover later on, not so important. And first we will complete some interesting topics, important topics and lengthy chapters, and after that we will cover all those chapters also. Now I am starting the fifth chapter, that is coordinate geometry. As I said, very important chapter for all your future classes. So students, all of you open your textbooks and notebooks. So this is the chapter coordinate geometry. So this is a new chapter. Actually I am waiting for other children because today because of the new chapter all the students should attend. So let us go slowly only, so that all other students may be trying to attend this class, because even in last 4 days back when we concluded that second chapter, I told this today I am starting the new lesson and you should not miss. So let us see how many are going to attend. This is the coordinate geometry. This is the fifth chapter in your textbook, and lengthy chapter and important chapter. So slowly I will introduce this chapter. So you studied about we studied about the number line in lower classes. Even from 5th, 6th onwards we are studying this number line, and even in 9th class also in real number chapter we discussed about number line and how to represent the numbers on the number line. So suppose if we take integers, suppose if we are discussing about the integers, so how we represent the integers on a number line, that you studied. Even from lower classes onwards you studied. So we take 0 somewhere here, and after 0 we take some positive numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like this. So we take the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 like this, and left side of this 0 we take negative numbers -1, -2, -3, -4, like this. Negative numbers, positive numbers, in the middle it is 0. 0 is neither negative nor positive, it is neutral. So positive number this side, negative numbers this side we study. So that means 4 means after 1, 2, 3, 4th point is 4, 5th point is 5, like that we can locate. Similarly we can locate the negative numbers also. This already we studied. Now in this chapter we are going to locate a particular point anywhere in the plane. Suppose what is this point? We say it is 3. It is 3. Suppose if I locate a point here, what is that point in terms of these numbers? Exactly we can't tell. So now we are going to locate the point with respect to two lines. This is only one line. With respect to one line, only we can locate this point. Suppose if I ask you what is this now, what is this point means, you may tell it is between 4 and 5. If you plot on the graph paper, exactly you can tell it is 4.1 or 4.2 or 4.3, you can tell. But if I mark a point somewhere here, so you cannot tell its value. Even if you try taking the perpendicular, you can tell this value wherever it meets, but that value is it doesn't exactly look at that point. So because it may be anywhere in this, so same value you will get. So therefore, to locate a point, now we are taking two lines. This is one line and we take one more line. So that coordinate system I am going to introduce. So now look at this. Don't write anything. If any important notes I will dictate, you can write. So without my knowledge, you don't write anything, just look at the board. See, in a plane we take a horizontal reference line. Previously also we took it and we plotted the points, numbers on this. Now also we are taking this horizontal reference line. And we are taking one more reference line, a vertical reference line also we take. Previously in all the previous classes we took only one reference line and we plotted the points on that 0, 1, 2, 3 like this. But now we take vertical reference line also. So this horizontal reference line is called x-axis. This is called x-axis. This horizontal reference line is called x-axis. Vertical reference line is called y-axis. Horizontal reference line is called x-axis and vertical reference line is called y-axis. So this system, this plane where x-axis and y-axis lies, so this total system is called Cartesian system. Cartesian plane or Cartesian system. So this plane which we are taking these two axes is called Cartesian plane. That is the name of one mathematician. Horizontal reference line is called x-axis. Vertical reference line is called y-axis. So the point of intersection of these two reference lines is called origin. Origin means point of intersection of x-axis and y-axis. That is called origin. Point of intersection of the two reference lines is called origin. So horizontal reference line is x-axis. Vertical reference line is called y-axis. Point of intersection is called origin. Now, as usual, like the number system which we used to do, so we take the numbers like this. This is say 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5. Positive values on this and negative values on this. -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, minus infinity like that. So these values which I am taking on x-axis are x values. This x value 1, x value 2, x value 3 like that x-axis. X values, positive values of x, negative values of x. Same way we take another reference line which is called y-axis, on which also we take the numbers. So we take this as 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, so on. This side negative y values, -1, -2, -3, minus so on, minus infinity. So positive x values, negative x values, positive y values, negative y values. The point of intersection of these two is called origin. So this is a starting point, the middle point. Here the value, x value is 0 because this side 1, 2, 3, 4, -1, -2 means this will be 0. X value 0, y value also 0. So in this system, suppose in previously in number system, if to locate one point, so we located with only the numbers which we took on the line. But now to locate any point, we take 2 points. One is x point, one is y point. To locate any point, so we use 2 reference lines, we use 2 points. For example, Suppose, see here, don't write anything. Suppose I want, this is a point P. I want to name this point with reference to these axes. So then, if you look at the x value, suppose if I want here. Now, suppose if you take P, what is its distance from y-axis? First we write its distance from the y-axis. This is the y-axis, no? So how much distance? 3 units. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3. So distance of P from y-axis, this horizontal distance is 3. Horizontal distance is 3. Vertical distance, so distance from x-axis up to here, up to go like this, up to 2. So vertical distance is 2. That means a point is located by 2 coordinates, 2 values. One represent the x value, that is horizontal distance. Second one represent the y value, that is vertical distance. So distance from y-axis is the x value, distance from x-axis is the y value. Any point is represented by 2 coordinates. First one is called x coordinate, second one is called y coordinate. So x coordinate and y coordinate. Suppose if we represent like this, px comma y, x is called, this is called x coordinate. It is also called abscissa. Abscissa means x coordinate. So this y is called y coordinate. It is also called ordinate. Now this is the coordinate system, the basics for our chapter. So you should know what is x-axis, what is y-axis, what is origin, and you should know the right side of this origin, the x values are positive, left side it is negative. Above the x-axis, y values are positive, this side y values are negative. So any point in the system will be represented by 2 coordinates. The first one is called x coordinate, second one is called y coordinate. X coordinate is also called abscissa, y coordinate is also called ordinate. So this introduction you write, and after that slowly we will I will give some extra notes and we will enter into the chapter and exercise also. Write down the first point. Write down. Cartesian plane. Write down the side heading. Cartesian plane. In a plane, write down. In a plane, the horizontal reference line is called x-axis. In a plane, the horizontal reference line is called x-axis. In a plane, the horizontal reference line is called x-axis. Horizontal reference line is called x-axis. And vertical reference line is called y-axis. Vertical reference line is called y-axis. Horizontal reference line is called x-axis. Vertical reference line is called y-axis. Point of intersection, continue. Point of intersection of these reference lines. Point of intersection of these 2 reference lines. Point of intersection of these 2 reference lines. Or point of intersection of these 2 axes. AX, ES. Point of intersection of these 2 axes is called origin. Point of intersection of these 2 reference lines, Point of intersection of these two axes is called origin. Generally denoted by O. Generally denoted by O. And this plane is called Cartesian plane. And this plane is called Cartesian plane. The plane on which x-axis, y-axis and origin. So this system, this type of plane is called, and this plane is called Cartesian plane. This plane is called Cartesian plane. Second point. Locating a point on Cartesian plane. Write down. Locating a point on a Cartesian plane. Locating a point on Cartesian plane. Write down the second point. Locating a point on Cartesian plane. Write down. Any point P on Cartesian plane, any point P on Cartesian plane represented by two coordinates. Represented by two coordinates. Represented by two coordinates in the form of x comma y. In the form of x comma y. In the form of x comma y, where x is equal to x coordinate. This is called x coordinate. This first one is called x coordinate. Or abscissa. Abscissa means x coordinate is also called as abscissa. A-B-S-C-I-S-S-A. Abscissa. This y is nothing but y coordinate. This is also called ordinate. Ordinate means y coordinate. This is called x coordinate. This is called y coordinate. That's all. X is the x coordinate. Y is the y coordinate. So how to tell that point? I explained. Distance from y-axis gives the x-coordinate. Distance from x-axis gives the y-coordinate. Next point. I already gave the definition for origin. Origin is the point of intersection of these two. So here, origin, every point will be represented by two coordinates, x value, y value. So the coordinates of origin, because it is a starting point, so 0, x value 0, y value 0. So origin means 0, 0. Remember, coordinates of origin is equal to 0, 0. Next point you write down. So origin is 0, 0. X value 0, y value 0. So these are the coordinates of the origin. Origin is x value 0, y value 0. Write down. X value 0, y value 0. Origin is equal to 0, 0. Next, fourth point. Quadrants. Write down. Fourth point, you write down quadrants. Quadrants. See, this is also very important point. Quadrants. If we draw two reference lines, x-axis and y-axis, if we draw two reference lines, x-axis and y-axis, this plane, Cartesian plane, is divided into four parts. This is the first part. This is the second part. This is the third part. This is the fourth part. These four parts are called quadrants. In a Cartesian plane, if I draw the x-axis and y-axis, that total plane is divided into four parts. First part, second part, third part, fourth part. These are called quadrants, generally denoted by Q. Quadrant symbol. First quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. First quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. So these are the quadrants. And if you see the symbols of the x values and y values, that is very important. Even in exercise also we are going to use this concept. So in first quadrant, every point will be having two values. One is x value and y value. So if you, what are the signs of those x values and y value? X value positive or negative, y value also positive or negative, that you tell. This side, see here, this side x values are positive or negative? Positive only. This side x values are positive. So this side x value is positive. Here also x value is positive. This side x values are positive because plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, no? This side x values are negative. X values are negative. This side x values are negative. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. X values are negative. Next, above x-axis, so if you take this, y values are positive. Above x-axis, y values are positive. Below x-axis, y values are negative. So y values are positive, y values are negative. So this side above, y values are positive. This side y values are positive. This side y values are negative. See here. Above x-axis, y values are positive. See, plus 1, plus 2, plus 3. So y value positive, y value positive. Below x-axis, y values are negative. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus. So therefore, in first quadrant, both x value and y value are positive. In second quadrant, x value is negative, so y value is positive. In third quadrant, x is negative, y is negative. In fourth quadrant, x is positive, but below x-axis means y is negative. So suppose if I gave the point 2, 3, my question is, where does it lie? Whether it lies in first quadrant or second or third or fourth. So answer is, because both are positive, it lies in the first quadrant. Suppose if I give like this. So x value negative, y value positive. X negative, y positive means second quadrant. If both are negative, minus 2, minus 3 will be in third quadrant. Suppose x positive, y negative means in fourth quadrant. See, this side x values are positive, x value positive, x value positive. This side x values are negative, minus. Above x-axis, y values are positive, below y values are negative. So like this plane is divided into four parts. So first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. Write down. Quadrants heading. The coordinate axis, write down. Coordinate axis. That means x-axis and y-axis both will come in this plural word. Coordinate axis divides the Cartesian plane into 4 parts. Coordinate axis divides the Cartesian plane into 4 parts. They are called quadrants. Into 4 parts, they are called quadrants. Denoted by Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. Denoted by Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. Q1 is equal to both x comma y are positive. Write down. In first quadrant, both x comma y are positive. Right. Both x comma y are positive. Q2 is equal to x negative, y positive. X is negative, y is positive. X is negative, y is positive. Third quadrant, x is negative, y is negative. Q3, x is negative, y is negative. Q4, x is positive, y is negative. Q1, both x and y are positive. Second, x is negative, y positive. Third, x negative, y negative. Fourth, x positive, y negative. So write down this introduction and now write this diagram also. This coordinate system also you write down and neatly and represent everything so that you will get a lot of information from this diagram. Write down this. Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, plus, plus, minus, plus, minus, minus, plus, minus. Right. Draw this diagram for all the 4 quadrants. Draw this diagram neatly and represent everything, and after that we go for the next point. Over. Okay. So anyway, we studied about the coordinates, quadrants, first quadrant, second, third, fourth, like this. Now, every point will be having 2 values, x coordinate and y coordinate. Suppose if I want coordinates of this point P, what is x coordinate, what is y coordinate? See here. The point is taken on x-axis, so x value will be written first. So x value will be written first. This x value is 1, 2, 3, 4 is the x value. X value is how much? 4. So y value means this is 1, this is 2, but this is on this point. So suppose if a point is here, y value will be 1, but it is point on x-axis. So on x-axis, anywhere on x-axis, y value is 0. Anywhere on x-axis, y value is 0. This is 4 comma 0, 5 comma 0, minus 1 comma 0, minus 3 comma 0. On x-axis, y value is always 0. Same as on y-axis, x value is 0. Suppose if I want the coordinates here, so y value of course 4. Y value should be done next, second. So what is x value? So x value means x value is 1 here, 2 here, 3 here, minus 1 here, minus 2 here, but here it is 0 only. So 0 comma 4. So on y-axis x value is 0, on x-axis y value is 0. Write down. On x-axis y coordinate is 0. On x-axis y coordinate is 0. On x-axis y coordinate is 0. Next line. On y-axis x coordinate is 0. On y-axis x coordinate is 0. On y-axis x coordinate is 0. Now, so I will ask some questions. Minus 2 comma 3 lies in which quadrant? Minus 2 comma 3 lies in which quadrant? X value negative, y value positive. So this is second quadrant. Minus 2 comma 3 lies in the second quadrant. Suppose 2 comma 3 both are positive, means it will lie in the first quadrant. Suppose if it is 2 comma minus 3, this is x positive, y negative, x positive, y negative. This is in the fourth quadrant. Suppose I gave the point 5 comma 0. Where does it lie? It won't lie in any quadrant. Y value 0 means it is on x-axis. On x-axis y is 0. On y-axis x is 0. So this y value 0 means lies on x-axis. Suppose if it is 0 comma 6, x value 0 means it lies on y-axis. At any point on y-axis, x value is 0. At any point on x-axis, y value is 0. So therefore, remember all these points. If a point is given, we can tell whether it lies in the first quadrant, or second, or third, or fourth, or on x-axis, or on y-axis. Where does it lies? We can locate. So while solving the problems, I will explain. We will practice. So again I will draw this diagram and I will explain. Whenever question comes, I will explain in detailed way where does it lies. So till now you remember all these points. First I explained we take a horizontal reference line called x-axis, vertical reference line is called y-axis. So point of intersection of these two reference lines is called origin, and this total system is called Cartesian plane. Next, second point is any point in the system will be represented by two values. One is x coordinate, one is y coordinate. X coordinate means this horizontal distance becomes x coordinate, vertical distance becomes a y coordinate. Any point will be represented by two coordinates. Next, third. If we draw two reference lines, the plane is divided into four parts. Each part is called quadrant. In the first quadrant, both x value positive, y value positive. The second quadrant, x value negative, y value positive. Here x is negative, y is negative. Here x is positive, y is negative. Like this, 4 quadrants. So these are the symbols for xy coordinates. Next point I explained is at any point on x-axis y value is always 0. At any point on y-axis x value is always 0. On y-axis y value will be there. Y value 1, y value 2, y value 3, y value 4, y value minus 1. But always x value is 0. On x-axis also x values will increase, x values will decrease. But y value is always 0 here. And the point of intersection of two coordinates is called origin, and the coordinates of origin are 0, 0. X value 0, y value 0. So this is the system I explained today. So you read these important points, and tomorrow we are going to start the exercise.